Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever this finds you in our great, big, wonderful world. This is Dana Scranton. This is Entrepreneurs Without Limits, where we focus on helping you create an authentic life of freedom. Well, in some of the prior videos, I have spoken about the various freedoms, in particular, financial freedom, time freedom, emotional freedom, identity freedom, and location freedom. Now, I've characterized 12 different freedoms, but those are the top five that most people will relate to. So we've covered those in the prior videos. And so now the question is, so what? We are entrepreneurs. Our objective in life, for many of us, is to achieve freedom. And it begins with financial freedom. Now, there are people who can go off the grid and they can live just fine with location freedom, emotional freedom, that comes with being off the grid, so to speak. But for the vast majority of us, those freedoms all combine to create one thing, and that is the opportunity to pursue our purpose, our vision, our passions, to live our lives according to our beliefs and values. That's what it's all about. That's what these freedoms are all about. It's not just about the money, the time, the feeling, the place, and so forth. It really comes down to what it makes of you such that you can create these freedoms that then give you the ability to have the options and the choices to be able to do the things that you feel are right and that make a difference in the world. That's the so what. And you have to put it in that perspective. Here's why. All too many times I find entrepreneurs who are so focused on the money, they literally forget why they were interested in the first place. It now becomes toy time. Money is about toys. Money is about status. Money is about creating a persona that really isn't who they are. Now, that's fine. I mean, at some point, they'll come around perhaps and recognize that, and they've created the success, and hopefully they can pivot to realize that what it's really all about is having the options and choices to become not only the very best person that you can be, but to leverage that person into impact in the lives of others, because that is where the return on investment comes from. See, there's not a business on this planet that can survive if it doesn't have an impact on the life of an individual somewhere in this world. Now, obviously, one person isn't going to make a business, but the idea is if you know how to make an impact on one person, you can make an impact on millions. That's the entrepreneurial mindset. That's the way we entrepreneurs think. If I understand and identify the needs of an individual, that individual being human is quite likely a representative of a larger sample of the population. If I can understand how to make a difference in that person's life, how to elevate them, how to help them meet a need, then I can do that to many others, for many others. And I can do that more efficiently, more effectively, if I have created the freedoms in my life that allow me to take the risk and make the decisions and delve into the creative possibilities, because I'm not restricted by the whims of others, the decisions of others, the resources of others. You see, as an entrepreneur, you have a high degree of resourcefulness inside of you and resources that you can tap into. If you've gotten to a point in your entrepreneurial career where you've gotten ahead of the self-doubt, fear, and scarcity curve, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's what freedom is all about. Now, I mentioned the word scarcity. Those freedoms, financial, time, emotional, identity, location, those freedoms also paint a picture of abundance. And abundance is a state of mind. It's a state of soul. Now, if you are practicing gratitude on a daily basis, where you express your gratitude for the abundance that you already have in your life, even if it hasn't reached that 100% mark, then you are in a position to recognize the value of those 5 freedoms and the other 7 freedoms that are behind it. So I just wanted to share that with you today in the so what category. It's going to be a short video. It's another one of those flannel shirt and vest days up here in Northwest Montana, snowing outside, a little bit cold. It is spring, so here pretty soon we'll have the big thaw. But that said, I wanted to leave you with that message, because as an entrepreneur, you are a special individual. You're a unique individual. Everybody on this planet has the capability to be an entrepreneur. You know my definition. An entrepreneur is an individual who, with courage, conviction, and resourcefulness, identifies and understands the needs of others and then connects them with a means to fulfill that need, whether that means is yours or someone else's. That's a definition of an entrepreneur. Now, what goes into achieving that, that's the journey that we're all on. That's why everybody doesn't step into their entrepreneurial role, because it requires a different way of thinking, different way of acting. And that's what we talk about here. So with that said, I want to wish you the very best today. It's a weekend up here. And, I'll see you out there on the frontier of possibilities. Don't be afraid to step across the chasm that separates you from where you are and where you want to be. Step onto that frontier of possibilities and go forward. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.